Where do you see Sarada skills currently? I would say Bloodlusted relative to a weaker Shinju. I mean, we saw what she did to Ryu, right? The clone of Gaara's adopted son, Shinji. I believe that's his fucking name, Shinji or something like that. Shinki, I believe is his name. We saw what she did to him. I would say Bloodlusted, with her vision intact, not fatigued, I'm being very specific, would be able to take on a lower level Shinju. That's what I'd say. But to be fair, you could argue against me and say Ryu did not expect that shit. She awakened it and fucking sniped it. So that's fair too. Upper echelon.
Well, yeah, it's definitely an off guard. Like,
yeah,
if someone like awake, like, you know, out of nowhere summons a fucking weird black, you know, energy thing, you know, whatever the fuck people are calling it. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I don't think it's an actual black hole, because if it was, the Earth would be destroyed. But yeah, either way,
obliterated.
It's just like fucking energy concept that's just, you know, can warp shit and like similar comboing. But
exactly.
But either way, like it's definitely like she just summoned it out of nowhere and bam, he's, you know, getting fucked up. Like, you know, it was the same thing with Data. Like, he got caught off guard with his arm. Like, he's like, what the fuck? And bam, he got sniped, you know?
Yeah,
like,
it was just a big off guard moment. What's going on, Prodigy? What's going on, brother?
Yeah. So it's definitely an off guard. Now, if she's doing it again, then that just goes to show it's obviously a blitz, like, you know, jutsu activation.
Yeah, a blitz.
You know?
Yeah, facts. What's going on, Prodigy? Appreciate you coming in, brother.
Well, I will say this though, Jake. Again, I haven't seen all of it. I'm behind on the Boruto scheme of things, but as for Sarada, where she's at currently, because I don't know how powerful these aliens that they're all going up against. I know damn well they're not Ishiki level or fucking, you know.
Yeah, there isn't enough for that. Yeah,
you know, or Jigen or any of that type of, you know, crazy shit. So like, so obviously she's not like soloing Shippuden or anything like that. No. What's it called? But as for those creatures, I know they're like pretty powerful to some degree.
Yeah.
You know, whatever. Like where do you think she stands? Like, or like out of when it comes to the Shippuden verse, like where do you think she stops out, or who is she beating? Because I know her MS is broken as shit. Like that's obviously an insane win cost she has.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
Her best physical feat as of now, from my recollection, was when she was able to blitz Boro, who was like an inner, I believe. You know, in Kara. That wasn't. But then again, she had help. To be fair, she had like Boruto and fucking Mitsuki helping her, and he was like, you know, his vision, you know, his sights wasn't on a singular point.
Healing too.
Yeah. I would say in Shippuden, she could get pretty far. I would say she's probably Kage. You can, you know, maybe low Kage. Already, she is a prodigal figure. It makes sense, you know, lore-wise and logically. She was able to again blitz an inner, even if he wasn't like fighting her one-on-one, and he doesn't, you know, etc.
Because aren't the inners like stated to be?
Yeah, it's stated to have like the war potential of Hokage Naruto. You know, I don't think that's literal, like they're fucking on Naruto's level, because he like shits on them when he's in his prime. Yeah, I think it's more so like a lore statement. And maybe like,
you know, like Boruto and Sarada at that point in time, like when they're trying to rescue, like they're nowhere near Sasuke and Naruto's power.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. And Boro isn't even a physical combatant. He's more of a hacks character anyway. His war potential,
like he was the weakest of all of them, I think too.
Definitely physically, physical prowess wise. Yeah, his war potential would come from his fucking illness, fucking hacks, where he like spreads virus. That would be his war potential, like damage wise. I would say,
you know what's funny? He's basically hit on 2.0, which is more better in hacks.
Yeah, like a better version of Hidon, who with like a hacks that makes up for his lack of physical prowess. I would say she would take out. She'd go up to, if I had to, on top of my head, she'd go up into like Sanin plus tier. If I had to give her the benefit of the doubt, I'd say maybe that far physically, at least. After that, like Minato plus and Itachi, I don't think there's enough yet to say she could contend. Again, people could argue and say, well, she took out a fucking Shinju. Well, again, the guy was off-guarded. It was with a hacks, not with their own physical ability. He was off-guarded. She just awakened it. He was like...
Well, not only that, the fact that she resorted to using the MS ability, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's another thing we all forget. Whenever Itachi... Well, not even Itachi, because Itachi was just that fucking guy. Sasuke's a better example. If Sasuke wasn't physically capable of dealing with somebody, what does he do? Susanoo or Amaterasu, right? You know what I mean? So like, so the fact that she's going to her Mangekyo ability, I think that does go to show that the physical aspect of things,
there's a gap.
She wouldn't be able to compete against. Yeah, there would be a gap.
Yeah,
you know. So
no, I agree. Yeah,
you know, that's kind of Yeah.
I agree with that, and I think physically she's quite capable for the in terms of Shippuden. Again, it's hard to pinpoint exactly where
We
she's
just don't have
scaled.
enough yet.
Yeah, I would say like roughly speaking, Sonny plus.
You know the
Perhaps.
vibes that she gives me. Honestly, she's basically Kakashi all over again. Like Kakashi,
Yeah.
he has his limits physically wise, right, throughout the entirety of Shippuden. But when it
Yeah.
came to his Kamui ability, that shit was a whole other level of scaling.
Give him
you know what I
give
mean?
him
Like,
an edge. Yeah.
it was like where it's over here like reacting to a Susanoo arrow from fucking Sasuke and shit, and doing all this crazy shit and whatnot, and then we even have like the war arc shit. So like that's what I'm saying. Like that's kind of the vibe. Like I've been from what I've been hearing, right, and seeing a little bit. Like it's her MS has insane scaling, but her body has its limits, right?
Yeah, there isn't enough. Like prior to that, Ryu was gonna kill all of them. Like they had no fucking hope to defeat him. Prior to her awakening her MS, they were dead. I mean, it was pretty set in stone that